What happened was murder and armed robbery. Oh, wait, we had badges, so it's different?
Oh, son, can't open your eyes. Can't you see? Huh?
That man was your friend, and you killed him like a fly.
Come on, my friend, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me why. Because he knows my first name? Son, this is the game. I'm playing his ass. That's my job. That's your job. Roger sold dope to kids. The world is a better place without him. Hey, this man was the biggest major violator in Los Angeles. I watched that cocksucker operate with impunity for over 10 years, and now I got it. The shit's chess, it ain't checkers. What you think we're gonna do? We're gonna roll up in the black and white, huh? Slap the cuffs on him, you're under arrest. That's a high roller, dog. Take the money.
I mean, I already told you I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that.
Hey, don't just run it, barbecue it, fish fry it. I don't give a fuck, but the boys will feel better.
But fuck their feelings.
Jake, you're not making them feel like you're part of the team.
The team? You guys are fucking insane. All right, I'll go back to the valley. I'll cut parking tickets, you know? It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly, but it's necessary.
I became a cop to put away drug dealers, the poisoners, the criminals, not to be one.
You sound just like me. And I know what you're going through. I know what you're feeling. You're scared.
I'm not scared.
Sure, you're terrified. Everybody goes through that the first time. I went through it.
The sooner you can match what's in your head with what's going on in the real world, the better you're gonna feel. In this business, you gotta have a little dirt on you for anybody to trust you. And when all this is behind you, there's gonna be a whole other world that opens up for you. I walk a higher path, son. I can give you the keys to all the doors.
What are you talking about?
My guys are pretty good, but they're not leaders, they're clowns. You're a leader. You want my job, you got it. You want to lock up poisonous, this is the best place to do it. But you gotta just, take your time. You make detective, you play the game, you grow wise, and then you can change things. But you gotta change them from the inside, son. Let's go downtown to the station. You talk to my guy, Stan. And they'll walk you through what you gotta say to the DA guys, okay?
About to put it to him.
Yo, what's going on? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from your host, NPC The Game. Coming to you live from the back rooms of Taiwan, the real District 13. Shaolin. What's going on, everybody? Blessings. Godhard, Donnie, and I definitely feel war energies in the ether. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the motherfucking Vengeful Truther, new member. Appreciate you, fam. We got the private first tier member, the clones membership. You got access to like all the cool custom emojis, the Shadow Buddha, the NPC, the game, OG emoji. Also, Chapter 1, Illuminati Triangle. Yeah. Shout out to you. I appreciate it for that membership. I encourage everyone to donate. They're great. They're greatly appreciated. So thank you, the Vengeful Future. You're amazing. Shout out to my Canadian brothers.
$500 plate dinner. Good night.
Oh, 500. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Here, put us down for 4, in case we want seconds.
Yes. Put us down for 4. Put us down for 4 memberships. I'm gonna pass those out pretty soon. There we are. Out to Godheart, Guardian, Shaolin Crunks in the building. What's going on, Wicked, my friend? Over there in the wilderness of North America. Much love, sister. I'm glad you're doing beautiful. Patrick Bateman, the hardest working man in the metaverse. My brother. Always a pleasure. You've been with me like the Buddha since day one. What's going on, Buddha? Much love, buddy, brother. My brother. It keeps me honest. Motivated. Yeah, you guys are the shit in a good way. So, oh, she gifted 1 membership too. Okay, I wonder who picked it up. Very generous in the building. Vengeful Truther, doing all that cool stuff. You're a winner.
That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it. A winner. Just like that. We'll be right back. More Price is Right. Don't go away.
So thank you, sir. Today's episode, Mars and Leo. Driver shot 5 times in Taiwan by the cops when he tries to run them over. And yes, as you saw from the beginning, it is training day today. Mars and Leo, man. Mars and Leo. I have Mars and Leo. That's why I love the center stage. And when I say center stage, it doesn't mean necessarily I have to take over that the spotlight in a sense of like being an actor or or podcaster host, but it just means that I want you to see me shine. Mars and Leo, great energy. Mars is transcending Leo right now, and it started a way back. It started. When did it start? This year. It's going to go all the way to November, I believe. Yeah. So it started in June 17th. Excuse me. It began April 18th, 2025. Last month, about a month ago. Today's the 20th of May. 2025. First I want to say condolences to Glenn Lawrence and Thor. Thor, his mentor, passed away yesterday after battling brain cancer. Thor was still streaming and giving high-powered knowledge. It was surreal. Having the privilege to listen into that man giving up the ghost, the gift, all the way to the end. He literally wrote it till the wheels came off, man. Beautiful, beautiful way to express, Leo, what it means to be a human, a true warrior right there, man, in every sense of the word. And I give my deepest condolences, NPC the game and the community. We give our deepest condolences to the Mogger, Cancer sun sign, Glenn Lawrence. We love you, Glenn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rest in peace, Thor. For sure. Um, yeah, so this, and shout out to not shout out, but rest in peace to Camacho, Tommy's dog. I think it was the year passing yesterday on the 19th. So good thoughts to him. Let's see. Our fur babies are our babies for sure. Yes, yeah, Mars and Leo, man. So it started April 18th, 2025, and it's going to continue there until June, transiting until June 17th, 2025. And this transit is amazing. I love it. It's my favorite, probably my favorite placement besides my Scorpio sun. I love having Mars and Leo. I love that Leo energy. It's like contagious. It's like an endless amount of an energy generator, free energy from me. This transit's definitely going to signify a shift towards embracing your personal power and creative expression, Leo, and taking action, Mars, from a heart-centered place, right? Heart-centered. Aries is all about the will and your attention and your action. Excuse me, Mars is all about your action and your will, the will. Schopenhauer called the will to survive. Nietzsche said the will to power. It's all about that. But this Mars and Leo heart chakra, is doing it from a place of the heart. And it's time, y'all. It's time, clones and NPCs, nobodies, to be more assertive, more confident, and to pursue your passions with enthusiasm. And definitely going to do that. I'm watching The Vengeful Truther. We need to definitely hook up. I know I've been fucking the worst. Not the worst, but I need to work on my friendship and my collabs, artist collabs, because we've been working on some same. I've been saying I'm going to do it, but I haven't done it. So yeah, definitely need to get that going with Vengeful Truther. Vengeful Truther with a comment. I needed to leave the beef over at OTW. Shit getting real over there with Crispy. Oh, she's over there. Some Mars and Leo tendencies. Blessings to the God Heart. Blessings to the God Heart Guardian. Most conscious person in the metaverse. Vibrations are intrusive today. And I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Wicca. Yeah, I'm doing great. It's the day off. We got about 5.5 more weeks of school. As soon as I put these grades in, it's done. We're done. It's coast season for a couple months. So we've been streaming for this is the day 3 of this new show, daily show of daily astrology forecasts, where we tell you what's really going on in the transits of the planets. So you can navigate the panelverse and beyond. Tell you what's really going on out there. As above, so below, as above. And I'm honored to be with you today and talking about this Mars and Leo, because Mars and Leo is, like I told you, it's my favorite. And yeah, like during this time, we're definitely, each sign's gonna experience this heightened sense of ambition and self-expression, and particularly in the areas of relationships and personal projects. And each of the houses are going to be affected by by this transit, depending on your rising sign, and it's going to be leading to different individual interpretations out there. And I can help you with that. Yeah, so let me know what your rising sign is, and it could be Vedic or Western, aka Babylonian. Western is like what we're used to. Vedic is, the Hindu Vedas. If you know your rising sign, we can get going. I can tell you some stuff about what to be aware of. In the meantime, I can tell you that focusing on leadership and recognition is a theme for this Mars and Leo transit. And the energy of Mars and Leo really makes you more likely to take the lead and to step into the spotlight, and because you want to seek recognition for your accomplishments, um there's going to be potential for creative and creative expression and outbursts, right? Let's see, what have we seen so far? We've seen people we've seen someone pop a shoot off their gun, right? And I guess in their creative medium in the live streaming. I've seen projects like my own project of this daily astrology forecasting show broadcast being launched in order to express myself, and so yeah, there's definitely, it's in the air for creative expression, Leo. And you may find yourself engaging in some of these creative projects, as well as expressing yourself more openly and pursuing activities that align with your passion. My passion is investigating these mysteries, so-called mysteries of life, and talking about it with my friends, right? Yeah. Let's see. So, did China leave the coastline, NBC? They weren't on the coastline. They were circling the island in the maritime around the Taiwan Strait in the Pacific Ocean. It wasn't a complete um, blockade, because they would have had to have like hundreds of ships to do that. There was holes in the blockade. It was definitely practicing as well as trying to intimidate the Taiwan military. They left about a month ago. That lasted for about 3 or 4 days. Yeah, we could. Thanks for asking. So Patrick Bateman said he believes his rising sign is in Libra, and I have to say, there is potential, like what Vengeful Truther was talking about, the conflict between Taiwan and China, which are both, well, Taiwan's a Libra, considered a Libra. That's when it gained independence. China's Aquarius, they say, but they did sign their contract their constitutions are in mission statements in October, which they definitely both have Libra energies. So let's look at Mr. Patrick Bateman, look within's chart, Libra rising, and how the house specifically will be impacted by the transit of Leo in Mars. So here's a breakdown how the Leo Mars transit will affect Aries rising. So if you have an Aries rising, or even an Aries sun sign, or even a moon, and even if you don't, you can read the symbols to get value and nourishment for this. So Aries rising, Mars in Leo will be in your 12th house, and the 12th house is Pisces, which deals in the subconscious mind, secrets, and hidden enemies, as well as solitude, where you go to meditate and retreat. So while Mars in Aries is transiting your 12th house, Aries rising, this may lead to an increased mode of introspection and a need for alone time, or a deeper understanding of your past. And I've seen this because, like, look within. He's like, his new mantra is, "I'm sorry, bro. I was doing my thing and stuff like that. I missed the live, because he used to be on every live. He still is, but he's doing his hermit mode in a good way of making his magic in his studio, financial wise and otherwise, family wise, in order so he can build up his lamp of consciousness, of light, illumination, in order so when he goes out like the hermit to the world, he has light to share." So Yeah, so solitude is the thing where you can get your inner workings done, my friend. And I see you're already feeling that wave. You've been on that wave. Probably around that time, because around April 18th is when, maybe a little bit before, but around that time, we'll just say, yeah, you were really into that 12 house introspective mode. I could tell. Monk mode. That's it. Monk mode. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Wiccan said, oh yeah, she's a Leo. That's all I know. Okay. I'm a Taurus. That's all I know. Well, that's for the Libra. Let's look at the Taurus rising. That's my rising sign in Babylonian Western astrology. What I just read was Aries is my Vedic astrology rising. So we all get benefits. So let's see for Taurus, for our friend, the Vengeful Truther, Shadow Buddha in the building, bitch. The Taurus risings, Leo's going to be transiting, which means moving through the house or the mansion in the sector of your life. Those are what the houses represent, which deals with social circles, Aquarius, right? So you're going to get like emboldened with, riz and charisma and energy, right? In your social circles, which deals with friendships and networking and future goals, right? Right, your future goals. You're going to be emboldened to really meditate and work out that chamber of hitting the pavement with your future goals and making that manifest. And this could lead to a heightened sense of camaraderie and a desire to connect with like-minded individuals. Here we go. There we go. Vengeful Truth, and you just got the cool membership too. That's in motion right there, leading to heightened sense of camaraderie, a desire to connect with like-minded individuals, the clothes, NPC clothes, or and I say that with affection, clones, or a focus on achieving your long-term aspirations. So let us know if you've been really looking at your long-term goals. I get it. We have the short-term goals that we have to deal with, but there ain't nothing wrong with having your long-term goals, fleshing them out and chipping away at them every day, right? Because basically your short-term goals, your mundane activities, like Shadow Buddha and I have been talking about, those are in line with your long-term goals too. When it comes down to it, taking care of your short-term goals gives you the space to really hit the long-term goals hard, the parameters of the game. So Taurus rising, Taurus sun, social circles are going to be emboldened, long-term goals, by this Leo in Mars energy of taking the lead, stepping to the spotlight, and wanting recognition for your accomplishments. Because when you want recognition of your accomplishments, that's what the motivation comes from, the success, right? The process. Good to see you, man. The first real life streamer in the sector of the panel versus all of the above sector, an NPC the game winner, right? Up and coming star. Yeah. So Vengeful Truther says the long-term goals is to get myself out of Canada. There you go. It's hard to have long-term goals when your country is falling apart. And I'm sure it's falling apart. It's easy for me to say, but it probably ain't going to go nowhere. And as it's still there and not a fucking banana republic complete, do what you need to do and use it as a jump off point. I'm sure you're going to be thinking about ways to achieve those long-term goals of getting out of there. First, like, where do you want to go? You have any ideas where you want to go? And so let's look at shout out to Shadow Buddha in the building, bitch. Yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah, we're 28 minutes in, and we're gonna look at the Leo rising. What are they gonna be experiencing with this? What are they gonna be experiencing with this Mars and Leo transfer? Mars, the will. Leo, self-expression, right? Recognition, want to be recognized, wants to get the center stage. I'm seeing that Mars and Leo will be it's going to be transitioning into your 8th house, which deals with transformation. That's Scorpio, the 8th house. Transformation, intimacy, closeness, the urge to merge in shared resources, right? So transformation, intimacy, and shared resources are going to get this. It's getting at the moment this surge of wanting to be center stage in your life. Notice this theme. We see this pattern, like we talked about Saturn and Aries, was just went into that transit yesterday. About Saturn, what to take seriously in your life, and Aries, giving you a initiation and a kick in the ass to get things done while you take those things seriously. Same thing here. It's just a different modality of it, but same type of ballpark of Mars, your action, getting Leo, getting you to look at those actions you're taking in a playful way where you can take center stage and get recognition for that. So Leo risings and Leo suns and all that, the 8th house is going to be transitioning with that energy of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources, which this could bring about significant changes in your life for sure. I think you're going to be, and you already have probably been exploring your deepest desires. Scorpio. The mantra for Scorpio is I desire. Yeah. And you're going to be focusing on mostly managing shared finances, be it with a partner, like a husband and a wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, a business partner, shared resources, Scorpio. So that's going to be with that. That's the deal with that. That sounds pretty dope. Give me some Saturn and Leo and Mars energy. This is how I'm feeling right now, man. What do you think? This is how Mars and Leo comes on the scene. Everyone's having a good time, but somebody wants to fuck up the party. There's the moon in Aquarius, currently with the wig. If somebody wants to fuck up the party, no, Mars and Leo's not having that. Center stage. Mars in Leo. Everybody, all the planets are following Mars and Leo right now. The inverted water bottle. There we go. Mars and Leo. Giving you an idea of the Mars and Leo energy manifested. Even when the music changes, you're still on beat. That's enough. Don't fuck around, Buns. Shout out to Germany in that building. Techno Viking. What's up, Markella? Yeah, man, the Mars and Leo energy is infectious. Definitely. I'm telling you, man, we are living in interesting times. Anybody else? What do we got? I see that's pretty that's pretty spot on for today, definitely. And speaking of today, I know that the moon for most of us is still, according to Western astrology, is still in Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius for a little bit longer, 22 degrees for me right now. That's 6:38 a.m. Monday the 20th. Right. The Aquarian moon is something that we talked about yesterday, and how emotional independence is the theme of the Aquarian moon. And that moon encourages the vibe of the earth. It's going to encourage in terms of emotional awareness, freedom, and detachment, and not really wanting to conform to societal expectations. And people really want to express their individuality. And this is definitely a creative placement for folks that have those original ideas, and definitely a focus on how humanitarian leanings towards social causes, and promoting ways to seek harmony with your community. Right? Trying to help the folks, help the bros. Tuesday, bro. Yeah, it's Tuesday out here. It's Tuesday, Mars Day. People be sure to hit that. Yeah, hit that sub button if you haven't already. Thank you. Like, if you ever want a live reading, a private reading from me, or life coach, we'll just talk, man. I'm here. Hit me up on my buy me a coffee, and shout out to Zephyr and Lady Luck and our newest member, the Vengeful Truther. And I think somebody else got a dono. Got a membership too. The Vengeful Truther, our newest member, we got access to the private member chat as well as those throw a custom emoji up there. Give us if you can, Vengeful Truther. Show them what they're working with. Throw up the Shadow Buddha, the Blue Buddha, or the NPC clone. This is a first tier status, clone status membership. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't see it. Let me see. What the hell was I looking at? I was looking at my StreamYard stream, so I couldn't see it. Let me see. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't really seen it yet. What does it look like? 'Cause that's what that was. I was wondering what all that text was. Vengeful when you threw it up earlier. Okay, I love it. Okay, so he threw up the chapter 1 pyramid, Illuminati pyramid, with the Shadow Buddha. Yes. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, yeah. Chapter 1, Buddha. Love it. NPCs all day. Yes. That's the clone activities right there. Love it. Shadow Buddha, he's playing homage to you. With the Buddha. Yeah. Guess that moon is tripping. I think social connections are up with that. I have to say, with the Taurus rising on this moon in Aquarius we're experiencing, for the Taurus is probably going to affect your financial matters. Today, in the last day and a half, probably had you reviewing your financial matters, and you may have even felt inspired to explore some unconventional ways to make money, and maybe you even maybe you can even consider pooling your resources with a friend or someone in your community. Yeah, I think it's time to embrace new ideas regarding financial security for me. I have a new relationship with money type way. Shout out to Bear. That Bear, that's a funny one. He's wearing my hat, the iconic Tibetan shaman hat. That's where that's from. And that's Bear when I used to live in the Bully house with a Corso Mastiff. He's a Corso Mastiff. Same island as Napoleon, you know. He was a massive dog and a gentle giant that will fuck you up if you ever come at him incorrectly. And if you want to fuck around and find out, that's Bear. Yeah. Yeah. So anywhere else, sun signs. I want to give you my one of my teachers I've been following for a year. I started following him when he only had like 1,000 subs. Now he has like 250,000. Flight Boss. He has some good takes on Mars and Leo. Yeah, so hitting me up with a dono, they get priority in terms of reading your chart. Yeah. Tell me what your sun sign is or your rising sign, so we can figure out how this Mars and Leo transit's going to affect you.
Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind Eminent Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God's duties and motherfucking responsibilities. You know, for sure. Flights, air, O's, grams, Flight Boss. Let's get into it. Now, we're getting into the motherfucking Mars series right now. He's
a character. He got that Cat Williams Money Mike archetype. Tulpa energy going on. He's an Aries rising with the Scorpio, with the Leo. The Leo rising with the Aries sun. Yeah. Very, very tuned into the ethers about astrology.
Where we at right now? We in Mars and Leo. Now, Mars and Leo. Now, let's talk. What's Mars? Mars is your intentions. Mars is your willpower. Mars is your passion. Mars
is your passion. My pleasure. That's the Lady Luck's planet and Shadow Buddha, who are Aries who have the same birthday. This is what Mars. What's up, Lady Luck? Good to see you, honey. My good friend. Good to see you. Yeah.
Carry out the duties and obligations of the motherfucking sun. And what is the motherfucking sun? Your motherfucking actions. So
he said Mars carries out the duties and responsibilities of the sun, right? And the way it's going to be doing that is with the style of Leo up until October, November of this year.
Mars is going to carry that out. So whatever your actions or your action, whatever action orientation you're into, which is your sun sign, your Mars help you carry that out. So your Mars is going to be how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Mars and Leo. So now what's Leo? Leos love to be center stage or find the center stage. Now, center stage, when we say center stage, we don't necessarily mean center stage, which in the highest form of manifestation on earth, yeah, it could play out as actors, singers, you know what I'm saying, musicians, artists, like arts and crafts type of artists.
And this is center stage. That's what we're used to seeing, center stage, right? You're in the middle with the spotlight.
Designers, clothes designers, you know, and people who are into fabrics and stuff like that. You saw fabrics, you know, like the lion fur and stuff like that. Now, they could play out like that, but we're not necessarily talking about that. When we say center stage, we mean center stage of a situation. So Leos love to be appreciated. So when you be in a
center stage of a situation, yeah. This is probably why a lot of Leos, Mars and Leo people, they're athletes. They're natural athletes. That was my thing before making videos and art and streaming. The first half of my life was all about sports, and I love to be performing that way in front of people. I wasn't necessarily. I mean, I could be super competitive, right? But I just love to be out there and doing my best so people can see. I didn't care so much about like, oh, good game and all that. I was more of like, watch me do what I'm doing to the highest ability I can, right? With my teammates. Michael Jordan is a Leo and Mars, to give you an example.
appreciated for something, that plays out of a person being center stage of a certain situation. So say if you're the breadwinner in a household, you're the center stage of the household. Say you're the
Yep, that's what I am, and it feels good. Feels really good.
you're the leader amongst your group of friends. You're the center stage amongst your group of friends. Say you're the manager of a job. You're the center stage of the job. Say you're you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say?
You're a facilitator, host of a YouTube live stream. There you go.
You're the center stage of the situation. Say you're the person who hold the best conversations. You talk the most, and everybody like to be surrounded by you because you talk the most and you had the best conversations at work.
I mean, listen, not to toot my own horn. I love coming around here because you have really good topics, as we do. Thank you, chat, for adding to that.
Whatever like that. You're the center stage of that situation. So that's all we're talking about. So you can have a debilitated Leo or a beneficial Leo, which that means good aspects towards whatever you got Leo placements at, which you're going to be appreciated for this. And whatever aspects you have that's bad towards this, you're going to try to find the center stage, or you're going to be hated for trying to be center stage all the time. But either way, this is going to be your kind of like life path wherever you have Leo at. Now you have Leo and Mars. Now, Mars is your attentions, and they carry out your actions. So it's your willpower and your passion. So in Leo, it kind of likes Leo a little bit because it's able to feel passion. It's able to feel, you know what I'm saying? It's able to, because fire is a feeler sign. The water and the fire signs are the feelers. So Mars have to take one out the water and take one out the earth in order to obligate itself. So it took the earth Capricorn in order to be exalted, and it took the water Cancer in order to be sleep. So in the other two waters is able to feel the dream and the illusion and the concepts, and then the other two fires, except the ruler, is able to feel the expression. And feel the flow and feel the ignition of life, so it can feel the expression of expression. You know what I'm saying? All elements: earth, wind, fire. You know what I'm saying? Air holds different expressions of the one.
The one God.
So you know what I'm saying, the
Supreme
filler
being.
expressions is the passion and the intuition and the psychicness and the feeling, and then the thinkers of the expression, which is the earth and the air, is the practicality, the what do we actually see? You know what I'm saying? It's the left brain. You know what I'm saying? The air and the earth is left brain, and the water and the fire is right brain. And they both need each other. You know what I'm saying? This is why the fire and the air go together, the left and the right brain. This is why the water and the earth go together, the right and the left brain. You know what I'm saying? Too much right causes an imbalance. They feel in two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Too left causes an imbalance. They think in two different ways. You know what I'm saying? So they got to interchange. But if they can learn aspects from each other, that could even be better. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about natural causes and effects right now.
The fire sign is elements, right? Expressed in different modalities of our reality. The fire signs and Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius definitely are the feelers of the zodiac, just like the water signs are. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? They're both this, but they just feel in different ways. Whereas the thinkers are elements are the air and in the air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the Earth, the Taurus, the Virgo, and the Capricorns are the more the thinkers and whatnot.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have Mars and Leo, it expresses its passions. You know what I'm saying? And since Leo is fixed, is fixated on a passion. So people with Mars and Leo are boss mentality people. These are people who have amounts of integrity. These are people who are go-getters, and they're gonna stay stuck on something until they necessarily get it. They're not necessarily like the Mars and Aries people, which Mars rules Aries. So these people are active on their passions. But Leo, with Mars and Leo, these people are passionately searching for a passion.
Passionately searching for a passion. Like the Aries, for example, they'll know they'll know what they're passionate about and whatnot. It's funny how you guys a lot of people left, or quite a few people left. But hey, man, that guy if you can just list, I don't know if it was you couldn't take his delivery or whatever, but he has a lot to share about what's really going on in terms of this astrology and how it relates to one's mundane regular life, which I really enjoy. But yeah, whatever that was, you guys you guys are interesting, man. I'm interesting. Let's see. Yeah, the Leo is a fixed sign, right? So is Scorpio, like my sun sign. Fixed means you get obsessed, fixated on something. The Leo gets fixated. The Mars in Leo gets fixated in wanting to achieve its goal, yeah, on its own terms. For example, somebody could tell you, Mars and Leo, you're really good at this, and you should pursue this. But if the Mars and Leo person really doesn't want to do what that person's saying, even if they know it's beneficial for them, they're good at it. Because if it's all about recognition, a large part of it for the Mars and Leo. So if somebody else is telling them to do this thing, and they do it and they're successful, who's really going to get the recognition? Well, in their mind, the person that kept suggesting and pushing them to do the thing, right? So a lot of times, especially the young Mars and Leo, will completely do the opposite, even though they know they're good at something. Well, they don't want someone else to get the credit for telling them to do it. It's kind of a weird self-sabotage thing if you think about it. And I did that before when I was because I was the Jesuit high school I went to. Very good we're very talented with academics and sports and whatnot. And I remember freshman year, I was the standout at football, outside linebacker, tight end, but I was really killing it at football. And I remember had our freshman season, went undefeated, and then they asked only like 3 freshmen to try out for varsity during that summer between freshman and sophomore year, and I was one of them. And I kind of like tanked it because I didn't want to be on the varsity, because most of my friends either weren't going to be on the varsity, they were going to be in the JV, which I thought they were. So I was like, I'm just gonna, I'll just go down to JV, right? Even though all these coaches and stuff were telling me, yeah, you're going to be great in the varsity. And I was like, okay. So I didn't do good. I didn't give it my all for the tryout, and I ended up being on JV. But I went on vacation to Disneyland that year with my family, and when I got back, none of my friends on the JV were even there. All of them quit football. So I was like, fuck, what the hell did I just do? And I ended up having a great year, I remember. And that was the year I played Tom Brady, because we were in the West Catholic Athletic League. He went to Sarah High School. And I even sacked him a couple times that year. And yeah, I was doing great at football. And then I was like, fuck it. I don't want to play football. I want to do my own thing. I don't want people to tell me what I should do, in a sense, even though I know I was good at it. So I quit football. I stopped playing football sophomore year. And I even had the dean of students taking me out of school, the athletic director talking to me about, you should play all this stuff. And I was like, nah, I just want to play basketball. Even though, I was good at basketball, but certainly not as good as I was at as football. Football was like naturally gifted with that. But I was hard-headed. I was like, nope, I don't want them to take the credit. I'm gonna push myself and do basketball. I'm really passionate about that. And I played basketball and I was okay. I was good, but not great like football. And That's what I mean, though. But I learned from that experience. Now that, hey, man, if somebody's pushing you in towards something that you're already good at and skilled at, becoming a master at, I mean, don't disregard that. Who cares who you think gets the credit and all that? All that matters is the action of doing it, right? Performing. That's the center stage. That's the real center stage. You know what I'm saying? I know what he's saying. He said, know what I'm saying? Hey, you're still here. I knew you would be, Lady Luck. Yeah, that's the real center stage, man. Life is the center stage, the action. Whereas like maybe a Leo energy would be more like, look at me, give me the acclimates for the results. Where I'm like, if you want to give me the accolades, you can give me for the hard work I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I know, I like compliments, but sometimes it's kind of awkward when I get one because it's like, yeah, just notice my work. That's what I want. That's my center stage. Notice the grind. We were talking about earlier about Leo, Taurus risings during this Leo Mars transit, how in the 11th house of long-term goals will be highlighted and catapulted with that Leo energy of action, and I see that and I'm achieving that. Like, we got monetized. That was a big deal for me doing that. Because it gives validation to the actual work we've been putting in, and it's like a team effort. It's a team effort too. So the great mods and producers behind the scenes. When I say producers, people when we talk about the ideas that we talk about on these shows, on these broadcasts, for sure. What's up, Philip? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah. What was it? I was gonna say Jack Talcott. You don't speak about other people's live, but he's live right now, and I think he has like a 9-year anniversary for something he did. I think whatever it is. Hey, congratulations, man! But yeah, that's that one thing though. I really like this hour broadcast we're doing, 45 minutes an hour broadcast we're doing every day on daily astrology. Forecast of what's really going on, get you set for the panel burst and beyond, testing the waters of what's going on, in and out type of shit. Yeah, congratulations on the month. Thank you, brother, for sure. RT, 9 years being sober for sure. Great. That's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, Jack. That's a beautiful thing. Yep, good for him. Yeah. Yeah. RT. RT. That's good. That's hard, though. That's why that's the 9 years is great and all, but I appreciate the day-to-day thing of pushing through in that terms. Leo, he was a Leo sun sign. And I know Leo, like my best friend, that was his struggle, a challenge, opportunity to do better was alcoholism, working through that. Yeah. I remember as a fucking high school student, motherfucker used to chug alcohol, crazy, and he blacked out drunk and fight and all that shit. And he battled through that, came back from war. Man, these people in the obstacles they overcome, which are great opportunities for self-development. I tip my hat to them. What's up, Lizard? Lizard Tree in the building. Yeah. Yeah, the vengeful truther needs a good producer. Let your producer handle MOD team and finding guests, etc. It's a team effort. It is a team effort for sure. Especially running things past people, and building offline Let me see. Yeah, I think I had a new Discord member. I'm pretty sure it's Ortho Bro. I mean, I said bro. Like when he went in there, I said, "Hey, what's up, man? How'd you find the Discord?" 'Cause I think that's common courtesy just to say hello at least when you enter someone's digital house or whatnot. That's cool though. Ortho Bro, he's down with the lore. That's what him and his boys are doing right now. Don't be afraid to say hello though, guys. Even in the chat right now. Roll call. Here's a Discord if people want to try out for hyperspace. Hit it up. Hit it up. What was I gonna show you before we pimp off? Oh, we got a minute left. Fuck, man. I don't want to go over it. What kind of laugh is that? Where is my news? Hyperspace news. Oh, odd news. Here we go. Odd news. What's up, RT? Good to see you, bro. In the server, in the building, in the building. Guess I gotta get it from my phone. Bear with me, chat. Ninja watchers alike. Odd news. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. I'm looking at it. Duh. So yeah, so the five-person shot. The guy shot 5 times. I think there was just what it mean because it's a bad translation. A lot of this news sometimes. It's translating the shit a lot of times on here. So Google Translator, because this is Taiwanese news. Interesting enough, their biggest news thing is called TVBS. TVBS, that's funny, huh? Are we gonna do the? Yeah, hit it for me, English. Are we gonna do the story in English for me? No, I gotta do it myself on this one. Well, here's the story. You can look at it. I'll translate it. Okay, so this is more. I guess this is unbalanced Mars and Leo energy, right? So it says there was film of the shots erupting on the side of this national highway in the city where I live, Tainan. The driver was shot 5 times and knocked over the police. Hit a policeman, and civilians tried to escape. This is the terrifying angle exposed on the police cam. He got hit by the car. Boom! You see that? He's shooting at the fucking windshield. You see that? Bam, bam, bam. You don't even see that in America. Damn. The police fired shots to deter the driver, but was rammed by the driver and fell on the ground. Right. Here's from the view of the other car. The gunshot was heard at the entrance of Rendi interchange in Tainan City, the oldest city in Taiwan. And at around 1 p.m., this is on the 5th. It turned out that the police were chasing the driver of a fraud gang. There's a lot of scammers in Taiwan. When the 3 drivers drove to the place, the police immediately got out of the car and fired 5 shots to scare them away. However, the driver still refused to give in and drove into the patrol car and people waiting for the traffic lights, causing injuries to 2 police officers and 2 people. The whole scene was recorded. Subsequently, the police dispatched manpower and arrested a total of 3 men and 1 woman. The case is under investigation. You know, normally, dude, they would have been shot and killed. A whole lot of them. The whole lot of them probably would have been. What's up, Hurricane Pearl? Welcome to the Discord. Be active. Check out the channels. All about self-development and building and having a good time too. We'll hit up the VCs from time to time too. Voice chat. So then the officer was knocked over and fell heavily while trying to arrest the driver. A net citizen posted that he heard a horn while working and saw two policemen on motorcycles chasing a black car. The black car was stuck in the traffic jam, so the two police men immediately got out of the car and fired 5 shots at the black car to stop it. However, the black car stepped on the accelerator and not only knocked the policeman who fired the shots, but also affected a group of motorcycles waiting for the red light ahead. One of the women was knocked onto the ground. The black car that caused the accident accelerated and disappeared without a trace. And the police officer who was hit immediately got up and chased after it. It's like a damn RoboCop. Green Branch said that it received a report around 1 p.m. today that the 4 drivers of a fraud gang met in the Yongkong district of Tainan. Yongkong is the oldest part of Tainan. Not the oldest. It's an old district of Tainan. This afternoon, 3 of the accomplices drove away. The relevant branches launched a manhunt. And they chased these motherfuckers multiple places. And then they caught them. Shit. And that's the deal on that. Somewhat, just to show you it ain't all incense and G pie fried chicken in Taiwan. It's gangster out here. We call that gatao. The gangsters out here. Some unbalanced Mars and Leo energy. So probably not the smartest thing to do is stand right in front of the car when you're shooting at it. Just saying. Yeah, I agree. Right? Yeah. He said, yikes. She said, yikes. Yeah. Eventual trooper with this comment, new member of the clones, chose to focus on life and improving finances. Doesn't leave much room for streaming. Plus, I'm at a place right now where I don't know where I want to go or what I think anymore. It's hard to explain. Yeah, I feel like that almost every other day when I come out here. Like, but you know what? I bet you have so much stuff on your mind. I mean, you always when we've talked on a couple times online on the on the panels or whatever. I feel like we're like-minded in a lot of ways. And so, and then that said, there's probably a lot of ideas you have. And here's the thing I'm learning to do. Pick one idea, make a thumbnail for it to be like, haha, that's the first stage of building your art or for that stream episode. Make the thumbnail, whatever idea you have, and then think of a title and then go from there, right? And schedule it, and that's it. And then you can talk about it, research some stuff, and have your episode. That's all it is. I'm sure there's a shitload of things you can, like you said, improving finance. Yeah, I know what you mean. But look at, we're only doing an hour a day, at least for this, for this astrology, daily astrology forecast show. That's all it takes. You can still make money. It'll probably give you peace of mind too. Give you a release valve. I'll be chicken wings and the fried rice for sure. Yeah, even though like I'm gonna be streaming later on today for the longer broadcast. To all the girls we loved before, who traveled in and out my door, I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. Yeah, check this out. Later on, in about 2 hours and 1 hour and 49 minutes, I'm gonna go live about. I changed it up a bit to all the girls I loved before. There's me in college with my friend Danielle. Let's see, to all the girls we loved before versus fat nigga season meme coin. I don't know if you heard of this meme coin, these reels on Instagram about these fat niggas, as they say. It's comedy. It's AI generated madness right here. So we'll talk about that. We dedicate this broadcast to all the girls we loved before, and you women, all the men you loved before too. So I want to hear your stories about some people that made an impact on your life, on that Julio Iglesias tip. That's later on today. And yeah, so this is Mars and Leo. Mars, the will, how you know your actions, and Leo, how you're gonna do it in a swagged out. I want center stage, and not in the traditional way of an actor, but I want center stage. I want you to acknowledge my actions, and hopefully you keep those actions righteous. And shout out to everyone in the chat. I'm out. I gotta take Ben to school. This has been your daily astrology forecast by yours truly, NPC the Game. Your training day, right? Mars and Leo. And you know, just life is great, right? And there is pain sometimes, but work through it, come out of it, be good to each other. I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Peace.